shuttle just docked. I guess they found a few edibles, but the pickings were pretty slim.
Get us out of here.
Colonel, you have a minute?
Well, I know it sounds like a crazy idea, Eli, but I was actually thinking of getting some sleep. So, unless you have some genius idea that solves all our problems.
As a matter of fact, I do, but you're not gonna like it.
Well, that goes without saying. I am notoriously hard to please. So, sure.
Okay. Another day, another galaxy.
What the hell does that mean?
This is just one of 1,000 galaxies in Destiny's path, and I think you'll agree it's turned out to be something of a hostile environment. So, we skip it. One continuous FTL jump. Out and around the length of this galaxy, across the gap to the next one until we reach the first gate on the other side.
How long is that gonna take?
3 years, give or take.
Well, 3 years. We barely have enough for a month. What do you suggest we do for food and water while all this is happening?
Nothing. That's the genius part, by the way. Once you're sealed inside the stasis pod, your metabolism shuts down. You don't need food or water. Basically, you just sleep through the whole thing. And we found several other corridors like this one. There should be enough for everybody. And thanks to the research that Brody and I have already done, we know they work.
3 years.
Give or take.
You keep saying that.
What Eli is neglecting to mention is that a jump like this is going to require every last ounce of power we have. But if his calculations are off, and we fall short even by a fraction, 1/10 of 1%,
we won't.
Then we're going to drift the rest of the way. And instead of 3 years, it'll take 1,000 or more.
I assume you were going to get to that part.
Look, I've run the numbers. This could work, but we have to do it soon. We're bleeding power from a dozen systems, and we can't risk dropping out to recharge.
Too many things that could go wrong. We have to find another way.
All right. How long would it take you to prep the rest of these pods?
A day, maybe.
Get to work.
Colonel, this is Brody. We're ready to put the first group into stasis.
Please just step into your assigned pods.
Don't worry, I'll be monitoring your progress.
See you soon.
Soon.
Eat up, everybody, except for the canned goods. This is all going to waste anyway.
For once, I'm stuffed. I can't eat another bite.
Think I could use just a little bit more.
Yeah?
All right, Colonel, how about a toast?
Really?
Yes.
All right. All right, why not? Well, we've been through a hell of a lot together, that's for sure. I guess it'd be easy to dwell on everything that we have lost, but I think today I would rather think about what we still have and maybe what we've gained. We're family now, whether we like it or not. Sons, daughters, sisters, even the slightly crazy uncle who, despite everything, still manages to come through for you in the end. You are smartest, bravest, most compassionate people that I have ever had the honor to serve with. The family.
Sweet dreams.
You all right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I guess you're finally gonna get some sleep.
3 years. That should be enough. Lieutenant, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, we're gonna be fine.
How could we have missed it?
There was no way of knowing.
But we ran a diagnostic.
And it showed no problems because at that stage, that particular section had yet to be fully engaged.
What's going on?
We repaired the 8 pods, but one of them was more damaged than we thought. It came online with the rest of them, but when we ran final checks, it just died. We might be one short.
Okay, try it now.
It's no use.
Right, go back down to the control interface room and go through the database.
There's over 1,700 pages devoted to this system.
You better get started then. Colonel. We have to talk.
Eli?
Before you ask, the answer is no. I haven't found any magical solutions yet. It's gonna take time.
According to Rush, if 2 of us go into the pods now, today, the one that stays outside could keep minimal life support going for 2 weeks before it starts eating into the power reserve for the jump.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, well, he's volunteered to be the one.
You're kidding me. Really?
Yeah. He says he's most qualified to figure out what's wrong with the pod and fix it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, and I don't think I can let him do it. I think it's gonna be me.
You're gonna fix the pod.
I'm obviously not gonna fix the pod, Eli.
And you're talking about suicide.
I can't trust him. I can't be sure he's gonna do the right thing when the time comes.
I'll admit, he's not perfect, but I don't
And
think
what if he doesn't find a solution? What if after 2 weeks he loses his nerve and he keeps the life support going, even for just a few days? What happens?
Then we drop out early and drift.
We wake up in 1,000 years.
If we wake up at all.
Right. What's the only choice?
No, it's not. I'll do it.
Eli.
If you stay out, it's automatic. You're dead. If I do it, at least I have a chance. Maybe even a better chance than Rush. For too long, I've been content to stay in his shadow. Play the part of the eager young protege, take his orders, but I'm not afraid to say it anymore. I'm smarter than him. And all 3 of us know it.
I can't ask you to do that.
And I can't take no for an answer. Sorry. Hey.
You told me about the conversation.
Oh, right. Awkward.
No, not really. I knew you wouldn't trust me enough to let me stay.
You did?
In case you hadn't noticed, we do have history.
Is that why you volunteered in the first place? Because you knew we wouldn't accept?
What difference difference does it make? No. The only thing I failed to anticipate was that you would volunteer to take my place.
So you did want it to be young.
I don't want anyone to die, Eli. This isn't even my idea, remember?
But you didn't come up with a better one.
Not in the allotted time, no. Which just goes to prove my point. We're going to need you on the other side.
Oh. I'll be there.
You know, maybe I haven't said this often enough, Eli, but you do have tremendous potential. I'd hate to see you throw it all away.
I'm not. Anyway, what's the point of having potential if you're not going to step up when you're really needed?
You come a long way from that video game slacker I discovered a year ago.
Thanks. You've been pretty consistent.
Come on. Mr. Wallace.
You're sure about this?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life.